More Eaglemoss goodies. This is the unreleased Stargazer XL number 31. Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here, one of the Star Trek Eaglemoss Hero Collector, Master Replicas, model and review kit, review kit. This time it's the unreleased, and this is because they went bust, unreleased Stargazer XL. I have only got one other XL, and that was the Excelsior. Love that model. I'm looking forward to this. Dubiously. I'd never collected them when they first came out because I just got no money. There was too much going on with Eaglemoss, and then suddenly, bang, it stopped. Now you might have noticed from the front, I'm showing you on the box, that it's not sealed. I haven't taken that seal off, which kind of worries me a little bit, but it does look pretty good in the box. So, this came 2 weeks after I ordered it, which is a little bit of a shame really, but they're busy. Master Replicas are very busy. All I can say is bear with them. I'm not paid or affiliated by them. If they would like to pay me and affiliate me, then fine, please. Master Replicas, love you to bits for doing what you were doing. It can't have been easy to fork out a lot of money for all the stock of Eaglemoss, but we're all there on a Friday to see what the new stuff is. So, this got no magazine at all, so it looks like we may be straight into the model, and I will have a look in a second. Why is there's a thing on the nacelle? I don't know if that's coming through on the camera, but I can see blue through it. It's almost like they've painted it black, but they put blue on. This is strange. This is 1910 A/C. Now this is a first run. However, why would it be with AC? Should be AA? Don't know. Don't care. Not really interested. But this is... It's not one of my favourite class ships, but it has a heck of a lot of elements from my favourite class ship. And if you know what that is, please put in the answers in the description below. If you don't know, please watch more of my videos and be a Patreon. There you go, there's my plug. Be a Patreon, help out the channel, and it helps me out. So here we have the Stargazer. Thanks very much, bye-bye now. I like this. Actually, what I'm seeing, I think, is reflection of... Oh, you want to see yourself? Sorry about that. Right, this is huge. This is what Eaglemoss should have done, the size of this. Granted, they would all have been £50 a model, but would have been interesting. It's all elements of the Constitution class on here, plus. Now, I don't fully know... See, it is a kit bash. A kit bash with 2 Constitution class refits. Oh dear, the nacelles are a little bit wonky. May have to break that and reset it because it's not been put on right. But again, this is a non-produced. The bottom nacelles are absolutely perfectly straight. Top are a little bit on the So NTC 2893 USS Stargazer. Lots of little red hatches. If you notice on this, the kit bashing, I don't know, if nobody's gone through with this with you before, then fine, here we go. All Constitution refit, the nacelles comes in from the bottom because that's sloped off diagonal on the Constitution class, so they're exactly the same, bolted onto these side parts here. And we'll come back to that in a moment. Torpedo launcher. She's not a symmetrical ship. This part here, I think... Because the neck's there from the Constitution class, because you've got the port there for where they docked on Starship the Motion Picture. So that neck part is exactly the same top and bottom, which is very strange. Nacelles are exactly the same. This part, I don't know if it's copied from... I'm not going to say Reliant, but I'm going to say Reliant. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But the saucer bit always used to get me a little bit. Bridge is the same as the Constitution. All to this side here where the RCS thrusters, which there's 2 missing from the front, although they are there on the model, but they're actually on the external extended bit. Why wouldn't these be over here? And why aren't these impulse engines, but they've got them there? Different thing. But they made the Constitution class. This is the only time that we saw the Constitution class parts in one piece. I think there was Unification and there was Best of Both Worlds, where you saw the destroyed ships. 1 or 2 of them in there were the Constitution class. which is nice. Other parts on here. Yeah, it's all bits of kit bash and whatever else. But they're built out from this line here all the way to this here. And the only thing that I can see on there is a shuttle bay. There's no navigational deflector, which is kind of dodgy. But you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 decks on the side. And the thickness of it wouldn't have actually have... I wouldn't have thought you'd get four decks. If there's a shuttle bay, this should be a massive ship, and it wasn't really. Impulse crystal, but the whole thing with it not being symmetrical, the top side here, great, fine, wonderful, extended on the outer parts, and then you've got these weird parts here. You've got this oddball sort of gun or sensor or whatever part, which is weird, and just it doesn't match up because there never was one over there, so don't worry about that. And I think there was something missing from it, but not quite sure. Came in for a bit more detail. There we go, the Stargazer. No, it's a Stargazer. That's quite nice. Got the phaser banks for the bridge. Bridge looks pretty good. A lot of bridge markings, tiny hatches. This strange bit on the back. Don't know what that was from, or kit bash. The nacelles themselves. See, there you go. There's some blue coming through. And these are clear. Or are they? I don't know. There's certain bits of blue coming through. I'd like to investigate more, but I don't know. I mean, this black bit's wrong, but that's 24th century, I don't care. But there's blue coming through there. It looks really nice, like a pearlescent sort of colour coming through. There's a back end with the impulse engines attached to, well, these are the pylons, which aren't standard pylons. So that's got a bit of blue coming through as well, which is really interesting. Have the numbers on the side there, which this part actually would now have been the top of the nacelle, because you've got the crystal part on top there. Bussard collector. So all 4 of these nacelles will be virtually exactly the same. There's a slight difference between this nacelle and the Refit Enterprise. Barely anything. It's just the end cap, which is slightly different. Other one on the other side, yeah, we know they're going to be the same. Kept these level and not cut too wrong way around. Yeah. So you see there, you got the big black circle there, which is the docking bay. I mean, a little bit of a manoeuvre to get in there. Have to do a Picard mover to get into that. But I'm here all week, folks. Sorry about that. So back end, it's a nice looking ship once it's in focus. Once it's actually, yeah, that's quite annoying because that's actually solid. If one of these were plastic and one was metal, I will be just bending this top one over a little bit. That's the only shame part about this. It's going to annoy me enough that I'm going to break it, and I know I will. And it looks to me, yeah, it's right inside there. I've got a gap there. So this top part of the pylon part isn't stuck in properly. Yeah, I can see the gap there. It's massive. But once we get focus. Thank you. Oh yeah. Still lots and lots and lots of parts of my favourite ship underneath. You've got that looks slightly different to the model kits. Tiny bit different, not massively different, but a little bit. Yeah, looks like 2 coffins. Why is there 2 coffins underneath? Big escape hatches. But still quite a nice looking ship. I mean, that could have even been some sort of worker bee or something. I mean, it looks like there's actually a dome on there. Look, hold on a minute. Let's look properly on this, shall we, Ralph? There we go. It's actually a bridge. But with a big pointy, don't know, on the side. But there's actually the same dome shape as the bridge, but not one of these class bridges. So, interesting fact for you. If you know exactly what it is, please put in the description below as a comment. Thank you. So yeah, I do quite like this, and as it being my second XL ever, And no, I don't have the ability to get anywhere near the other one. That's safely packed away in the loft. And yeah, we might get it down one day, and you never know. Do a big, massive review and big show and tell of all of them. I don't know. But at the moment, there's tons, and there's stuffed up there. Almost a full collection now. I think with the next one coming out, which will be tomorrow's video, I think I'm about 12 missing now out of the proper set. But this doesn't include this one anyway. It includes the official ones, the Universe collection, the Lower Decks, and the online. So I'm about 12 for all of them, but I don't fully collect these. It's just because this one was a special and never released before they went bankrupt. So it's nice that they got all the stock, and we saw all of the stock going up and down all through last week, the week before these were released. The other one, which is coming out next, which is the Vancouver, went not too quickly because they had a lot of stock as well, because that is yet again another unreleased. So yeah, I know why that bottom bit's different, because that's actually the proper bridge section. This is the top, as well as that part being the top. Okay. And they've took away, added on. Okay, so it's two tops instead of a top and a bottom. Cool. Funky. Right. That in mind. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Consider being a Patreon so you can help me out with the channel. Consider being a YouTube member as well. I'd like to thank my newest member. That is Joe of Catatonic Plays. Thank you very much for the membership. And with that in mind, you can be one too, and I'll do a mention and put you on this scroll. And I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.